I don't know if you are feeling like me, but I'm feeling like a super freaky girl, Nicki Minaj. Megan Thee Stallion is back with the Traumazine, and girl, are you trying to get out of this record deal? And Wendy Williams, my queen, my auntie, what is going on? Do you really have a new podcast coming, or are you maybe needing some time to rest? I'm not too sure. I've got speculations. You've got opinions. You already know what time it is. And if you know the words, wait, let me make sure I get my button right. If you know the words, make sure you sing along because I'm going to do it. Hang on. Let me just.
Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Hello. To you and you and you and you and you and you and you. It is me, Courtney Revolution, your homosexual, and welcome to a Kiki with Mimi, home of the Green Chair Chats, and y'all already know what time it is. This is the pop culture discussion that you have quite actually been missing. Hi, everybody. If you're new here, this is not a 10-minute YouTube video. This is the pop culture live show featuring me and the Rebels of the Revolution. Hey, y'all. Where we discuss pop culture. We get into the stories. And y'all participate in the chat and give me all of your thoughts and opinions. And, we key to the key. And we spill the tea to the TTT. Can y'all tell I have my coffee already? How is everybody doing today? If you're here right now and you're watching me live, head on over to the Chizzy chat and please play some green hearts and some crystal balls because I am so freaking excited to be back and to see you, y'all. We're going to get into some things today. Yeah, because it's been about 6-7 months and the world is a-changing. But you know what, you guys? It's a good day. It's a beautiful morning. I've got my coffee. Celebrities are doing things. Like, my life is feeling beautiful at the moment. Definitely in transition, but it's definitely a positive day, a positive week, and I'm wishing the same for you. Nah. Gabby Davis said, girl, what you saying, Gabby? Because I done hopped on over to the chat. Gabby said, I'm kind of tired at the moment. How are you, Court? Well, Gabby Davis, let me tell you something right now. If I didn't have Miss Starbucks right now, girl, I would be asleep because I was up till about 2-3 o'clock in the morning to make sure that this show was how it needed to be. So much so that I was actually a little bit early. So I am a little bit excited to sit here and discuss with you guys all that's going on in the world of pop culture. Y'all already know how we do. I mean, we've got Nicki Minaj's big return. We've got Wendy Williams. Girl, I saw that video. What is going on? Megan Thee Stallion is literally dropping an album like tomorrow? Is it tomorrow? Is she dropping it? We're gonna get into that a little bit later on. But what you saying, Amanda? Amanda's saying I had to get a McDonald's coffee today. Girl, if you got a coffee or a beverage right now and it's just holding you on together, whatever's holding you on together right now, whatever that may be, go on ahead and sip or partake in whatever you need to partake in so that we can get our motors a-motoring, Said the boy with no driver's license. A-motoring, driving. Okay. I'm so excited, you guys. And as you guys know, we have to start the stream off with a little bit of some positivity. You already know how I do. Before we get into the mess, I gotta bless y'all. And I feel like for today, I just want to give y'all the energy and a reminder to appreciate and to show appreciation to those that bring positivity into your life. I think it's so easy to forget about our people, our village, when we're actually in a good spot in our lives. And some of us wait until something bad happens to sort of lean on our village to then finally reach out. When your village, your people, your friends have been there all along. So whether it's just like sending a text message to say, hey girl, I stand you, I live for you, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend. Down. Or you could send like a carrier pigeon with like a little gift, send them a little birthday gift. Just let people know that you're thinking of them and you appreciate what they bring to the table. I try to do this from time to time. but y'all know I'm emotionally intense. I'd be like, I really appreciate your friendship. And I just really think that you're fantastic. Like, y'all know me. Y'all know I'm soft. But even if you are, there's nothing wrong with that. Make sure that you show appreciation to those people that support you when the going is rough, but also when the going is good as well. And also understand that friendship is a lot about give and take. Sometimes you give too damn much, and sometimes you don't even realize you're taking without giving. And I'm here to let your ass know you need to give with a capital G. Nah. Brandy said, we love your mess. Always done with classic call outs. Thank you, Brandy. It is never my, I don't get up on here with the intention of being like mean, but I am definitely going to call it like it is. What you saying, Katie Gomez? Hey, Katie Gomez. Let me say hello to your family. Hi, Katie. Katie said something positive is that I survived having COVID and a teething baby at the same time. Hashtag mom life. That ish was rough. Katie and everyone and anyone that has suffered with COVID, shout out to you. I am so, so, so glad that you have survived, obviously, and that your child is okay. Because, I mean, I couldn't imagine like having COVID and then having a child and a lot. I would have been so nervous, but I am so, so, so glad that you're healthy. If you're listening and or watching this, I hope you're healthy too. And if you're not, I hope that you can take some steps to do so. What Brandy said, amen, hashtag mental health awareness. And Jessica is saying, calls it like I sees it. I know that's right. Now, y'all, before we get into like the meat and potatoes, there was no way that we were going to have an episode of Green Chair Chats and not talk about, of course, our girl. Well, I won't say our girl in case you're not the biggest fan, but I'll say our girl for now. Beyonce. Who has heard the Renaissance album? Can you just go on ahead and raise your hand? Can you put in the chat what your favorite songs from Renaissance are? Because this particular album, it moved me, it shook me, it really, really changed certainly the way that I looked at Beyonce. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always been a Beyonce fan, right? Love her to death. But I felt like with this particular album, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way about different albums from different artists. You can like an artist, but do you ever just feel like, bitch, this album is made for me? Beyonce was up in that studio and she said, hold on, we're going to the club, the gay club, this summer. And I just really felt as though this album, I don't want to be dramatic, but I felt like this album was like personal to me. It very much felt like my style of music. For those of y'all that don't know, I love Beyonce. My favorite Beyonce album is B-Day. Hits on hits on hits. And I felt like Renaissance was another project that was just hit after hit after hit after hit. Energy, Heated, Cuff It, Summer Renaissance, Break My Soul Still, damn it. All of those songs on that album have been just the chef's kiss, and I have truly been delighted by everything that Beyonce has given us, which I mean isn't even really a lot. She hasn't even given us really visuals to the music or like tour dates and all of those things I'm sure myself and other fans are waiting for. But for right now, y'all, I'm feeling fed. I'm not even mad that there aren't music videos yet. Was I expecting? Yeah. But once I think she put out a statement or something through her people saying that she just wanted her fans, the Beehive, if you will, to just enjoy the music. And boy, oh boy, that's what I've been doing. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. Gabby is saying, I haven't heard a single album in full from Queen Bee, only the singles. My ADD struggles listening through whole albums. Gabby, me and movies. Love movies, right? Because obviously movies are great. But sometimes, y'all, if the movie ain't hitting within them first 20 minutes, my mind is playing hopscotch down the street. So I feel that, Gabby. My recommendation when I listen to albums sometimes, if I feel like I'm like zoning out, girl, I put that album on and I get in the shower and I just let her play. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I don't know about y'all. I'm not the girl that's hopping out of the shower to like change a song or skip the song. I cue the songs and I move them in order exactly how I need them to be. So I know exactly what's coming next, and then I get my life. But if you're having trouble focusing on the music, Gabby Davis, the transitions are so smooth, Gabby, you might not even realize you're on like song 8 because it's so. If you've heard Renaissance, you already know what I'm talking about. Brandy is saying that album brought her life in full circle. It was fire. I agree. What you saying, Brittany? Brittany's saying, I didn't really enjoy Break My Soul, but I did like Virgo's Groove. I loved Break My Soul just because it had sort of like that 90s influence, and some of the album had a lot of that 90s house influence, and it's definitely not an album for everyone, but for me, Black queer male over here, oh, ooh, yes. Brittany is saying, I'm really struggling with connecting with anything new music-wise. I've literally been listening to early 2000s all year because I feel like nothing has been fresh. And Brittany, that's fair. Right? I feel like we're kind of like in this transition music-wise. I feel like house and dance music is coming back in a way that it necessarily wasn't around back in like, what was that, like 2010 through 2013. We had like that big dubstep, EDM kind of moment, but I feel like the focus now more so is on house. And I feel like I said this was going to happen when Dua Lipa released her album on here. Go back and check that for me, y'all. But I feel like I probably said that. But I feel like this album, it's great. It's really, really, really great. But also, Brittany, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of early 2000s at all. I will play a Good Charlotte, a Fall Out Boy. I'll play a Hilary Duff, a Jessica Simpson. With you. Y'all know With You, Jessica Simpson, bitch. The feel me is a southern girl with a Levi's on and an open. The yeehaw just jumped out. Let me relax. Antonia is saying, oh my God, hi, Courtney. Missed you. Hi, Antonia. I missed you too. It feels great to be back. And the best part about doing this show is that it never feels like work because it's just us keying and he-heing. Katie saying, you did say that, like always you looked into your crystal ball and called it. Thank you, Katie. I knew that sounded a little bit familiar to me. I felt like when Future Nostalgia came out, although it was a short album, it kind of like, girl, it shifted wigs. I ain't gonna lie, not to be that girl, but it definitely shifted wigs. And I feel like ever since then, there have been like these little droplets of people trying to fit into that house sound. Also, shout out to Drake, because Drake definitely tried to hop his ass in that lane, and then he almost tried to spoil Beyonce's surprise by talking about, you ain't gonna get it now, but soon you gonna get it. Girl, lucky I like Drake. Anyway. Amanda saying Britney Spears for me on repeat. Listen, I love Miss Britney Spears, and I think this is not in the script, by the way, or else I would put a picture up. But I think that what's happening with Britney and Kevin Federline is very interesting. Doesn't it seem as though Kevin Federline, like he's had custody of his and Britney's children for all of this time, right? And now all of a sudden they just grow up and they just decide that they don't like their mama no more. That don't make sense. You get what I'm saying? You can look through the archived footage and see how present and passionate of a mother Britney wanted to be. Like I've said on this channel many a time, y'all need to watch the deep dive YouTube channel on Britney Spears, the YouTube videos that they have on Britney Spears. And it's ridiculous how Kevin Federline is putting out these statements saying that the children are embarrassed by Britney. They don't want to be around her. Girl, Kevin, and what are you doing? And what are you doing, Kevin? Because it's certainly not selling music. Anyway, please, don't get me started on Britney, because I really feel some type of way about that. That's why I didn't put it on the script, because we're trying to keep this a happy hour. But Kevin Federline, yo dusty ass pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. What, Wendy? What are you dragging Drake, Wendy? Wendy said, oh my God, I like Drake, but sometimes I just can't with him, LOL. I think that Drake is the kind of artist that just sort of embraces his cringy moments. Like, I feel like if you own your cringe, then nobody can touch you. It's giving very much rubber glue back to you. You feel me? I don't know. Bless him, though. Going back to Kevin Federline, Jessica is saying, it's like he hasn't said anything in years. Sit down because we're not listening. Yeah, I agree. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, because I don't know. I'm not saying that Kevin Federline is or has been a bad father. I just don't like optically how it looks like Britney is an icon. I'm American dreams since I was 17. And we didn't even know you too tough until you got with her. Granted, while Britney was in her conservatorship, Kevin did take care of the children, what have you. Yes, shout out to you, Kevin, for doing that. We love our daddies being in our lives. But what was it for? What was it for? Just so that when the boys get old enough, you can start the smear campaign against Britney? You're not getting no money? Or like, what's going on? It was Britney paying Kevin like child support through the conservatorship, and now that they are going eventually to be 18, now he ain't gonna get no money? Is that what's going on? Kevin Federline, you want some of Britney's money? Because we ain't gonna let you have it. Team Britney, get his ass, period. Team Britney, get Kevin Federline ass. Stop playing with our girl. Britney Spears was supposed to put on that red dress and twirl her ass into the sunset. And y'all are messing with my girl. Ever since her wedding day, we didn't even get a chance to talk about that. We're going to move on. But I just want to say, let me get into my Chris Crocker bag. Leave Britney alone. Period. Now, what you saying, Antonia? Antonia saying, I believe the boys were given a false narrative about their mother. I agree. And we see this happen even when it's not celebrities, you know, and I don't know why parents, when they're not together, sometimes they use children as like these chess pieces of like manipulation. I don't like stuff like that. Hold on, Gabby Davis. Now, Gabby Davis done strolled in with the tea, girl. Gabby Davis said Kevin released some videos of Brit yelling at her kids last night. Now, Gabby, for clarity, Gabby and everyone else, I have not seen these videos that Gabby is talking about. And I don't want to go into defense mode of Britney or any of the parties right now. But I will leave y'all with the statement, and in not every situation, but in this one, with everything we know, context is very, very, very important. But I'm going to go on Twitter after this right now and go ahead and find those videos because I'm very, very curious. Katie said, who called for Kevin anyways? I know. LOL. Brittany said, ooh, I said it. I know I said it because I'm not playing with him. I think that Brittany's been through a lot, like emotionally, you know, in terms of her career. And we're going to get into someone else that done been through the ring. Y'all better hold on to your hair. Because when we get into that story down the line, girl, I had to put that one in there. I was like, I don't even know if they even know who this is or even care. But I was like, girl, we can't come back and not talk about her. Anyway, what's going on, Lizzie? Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie said, I'm finally seeing Gaga's Chromatica Ball tonight. I got the tickets in March 2020. Lizzie, let me tell you something. That Chromatica Ball is going to be absolutely everything. Let me tell you, that's going to be the night that I turn my phone off. I ain't gonna be on social media at all that night, bitch, because I feel like every single person I know is going to the Chromatica Ball in LA, except for me. And not because I don't want to go. It's because if you've ever, and I've been, and there are like, I have like multiple friends going to the same concert, right? Let me explain how I am, and then you can tell me how you are. When people are, oh shit, Brittany said, can y'all see the ADHD? Brittany said, Twitter is turned about these videos. They are ripping Kevin apart. Woo, I know that's right, Brittany. Get his ass, Team Brittany. We're going to come back to, wait until I go on Twitter after the show is done. This is the kind of person I am. If people are like talking about something like, oh, we're going to this and it's going to be so exciting and it's going to be so fun and it's going to be da-da-da. I am not the person that's going to be like, I want to come too. Well, can I come? Maybe I should get my ticket. Like, I'm the person that's like, maybe equals no. Bitch, if you are not like, Courtney, I want you to come to this concert. Come with us. Come with me. I want you there. Bitch, I'm a whistle into the wind and go on my merry way. So although I want to go to the concert, I wasn't invited. Bitch, I might just get a ticket and just fucking roll the fuck up myself because I do want to see Miss Stephanie. But I've never been the person, because I hate when people do it to me. I've never been the person to invite myself to things, especially as an adult, because that is the one thing that I do find very cringy as an adult. Because, bitch, why you begging? Why you begging? But that's just me. Alana said, "Hey, Court, missed your energy." Missed you, Alana. Hi. Shabria, Shabria roll call. Hey, Shabria. Hi, Courtney. Hope you're doing well. Shabria, I'm doing fantastic. Can I just say, it is so good to see so many of my familiars here. Hi, everybody. Love to see it. Tamara. Now, Tamara, you know the show ain't gonna rock if Tamara ain't here. Hi, Tamara. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. I love you. It is so good to see you. And just sending you love. Y'all are making me so happy today. Let me not even go into my whole entire mode. But I'm just saying, Brandy is saying, in terms of the Chromatica ball, definitely I would be riding solo like Jason Derulo, bitch. And honestly, Brandy, I agree. Brittany's the same way. Gabby's like, that's how I am with shows and movies. Like with Stranger Things, if I see hype about it, I ain't gonna watch it. Hey, there it is. There it is. What else you saying, Gabby? Gabby's saying, my mom saw Gaga open for New Kids on the Block, and she said Gaga was horrible. And I'm telling her, you got to see her now, because she has definitely changed and grown. I saw Lady Gaga. I don't know if I told you guys this story. Here we go, Grandpa Courtney, Mother Goose. I saw Lady Gaga years ago during the Born This Way era. My local radio station, 98.5 KRC. Shout out to Northeast Pennsylvania. They were having a contest to go to Good Morning America and see Lady Gaga in the front row for like their summer series. It was like super VIP. You got a hotel, everything. But you had to race in a diaper crawling contest. So like, I'm sure they have it somewhere in their archives. But like 10 years ago, I literally took my shirt off with my gut and put a diaper on over my jeans. And I raced a grown-ass man down the radio station hallway in a crawling contest to win VIP Lady Gaga tickets. And me and my homegirl, I'm from elementary school, and my ex, we all went, and it really was a grand slam of a time. And Gaga sang her ass off. She said, "I'm on the edge." If you really... The gag is, if you look up the Edge of Glory performance from Good Morning America, like the one, I guess they have it uploaded here on YouTube. There's literally a moment where you see me singing, and I'm hanging on a moment with you. It's so extra, literally 10 years ago. Anyway, y'all know me. Amanda said, "Jumpin' Jeff Walker." See, Amanda, you know about the... Obviously, Amanda, you know Jumpin' Jeff Walker. Come on now. I was up there with Rocky and Sue. I was up there with Rocky and Sue. Yes, I was. But Brittany is saying, "I think you didn't tell a story." You know me. I'm the repeat storyteller. I guess now we should get into the show now, right? Not that the show hasn't started. Not that it's 23 minutes already into the show. But what I did want to talk about today, you guys, because this is important, is Nicki Minaj is back. Nicki Minaj is back. I don't know if your wig was ready for that, but Nicki Minaj is back. Nicki Minaj is back. I'll say it once more. Nicki Minaj is back. Now listen, Nicki Minaj is about to receive like the VMA music video. I don't know if they still call it the Michael Jackson music video Vanguard Award, but she's winning the Vanguard Award. And I am very, 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 very excited about that. You guys know I love Nicki Minaj. You know she's my favorite celebrity. And I just wanted to read y'all what Bruce Gilmer, who is the head of music and talent at Viacom, said in a press release. He said that Nicki has broken barriers for women in hip hop with her versatility and creative artistry. She has shifted the music industry and cemented her status as a global superstar with her crossover appeal, genre-defying style, and continuing to be unapologetically Nicki. Now, do y'all have a favorite Nicki Minaj music video? Dig deep into the crevices of your brain, because Nicki does have like a lot of music videos. She's got, Super Bass. She's got Moment for Life. She's got Nicki, what else you got? She got Fly, where she had the Marge Simpson. What is your favorite Nicki Minaj music video? I think one of my favorites, not my all-time favorites, but one of my favorites is the Freedom video. And the reason why is because on that particular day, I had went to New York City and went to 106 in Park. If you guys remember, if you're like 50 years old, no, just kidding. I'm 50 years old. If you guys remember 106 in Park on BET, it was kind of like the Black TRL hosted by AJ and Free and then other hosts as we went on. I think Bow Wow might have been there. Anyway, Bow Wow was really nice, by the way. He let me use his hand cream. And on that day, Nicki had premiered the Freedom music video. So I attach like how I felt that day to that music video. I don't know. Amanda's saying Anaconda. Lizzie is also saying Anaconda. Gabby is saying Super Bass, hands down, always the fave. I love Super Bass just because that music video I think was released around the time of my birthday. And I was like on vacation when it came out. And I remember I had stopped the presses in terms of like the itinerary for the day. Because I just needed to be in that hotel room when that music video premiered. I love her. Jessica is saying Freedom was a beautiful video. Brittany is saying, I love a lot of them. Super Bass is classic. Anaconda, classic. Moment for Life, iconic. Moment for Life is definitely up there for me. But then you guys also know I like VMAS. So I think that one of Nicki's most underrated music videos is actually the Stupid Hoe music video. And the reason why is because I like the song. So song aside, I think the music video was just very creative. If you're a Busta Rhymes fan from like back in the day, you'll remember that Busta Rhymes' sort of videos were like very colorful, very cartoony, comic book-esque, fantastical. And I felt like Nicki was kind of like channeling that in that particular music video. So I like it. I love Nicki. And another big reason why this Vanguard Award is important is because Nicki's actually performing. She is performing at the VMAs, and she's also dropping a new song tonight. It's called Super Freaky Girl. F-R-E-A-K. I'm so excited. Nicki Minaj could just breathe on the fucking beat, and I'm gonna buy it. And you guys already know how I roll. So I'm just ready to support her. Queen Radio coming soon as well. It's on the Amazon AMP, AMP app, which is sort of like this app where you can kind of have your own radio show and you have like a playlist about to be up on AMP if y'all want to hear my music. But I'm just excited for everything that she has in store. You guys already know that she gives me life. I wish that I could have this moment for life. Ooh, I sound just like a Jessica is saying, I'm so happy for her. Cannot wait for the release. Antonia is saying, moment for life in Super Bass. I agree. Brittany's saying, Stupid Hoe! Underrated song. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Stupid Hoe, say what you want about her. But girl, you have 4 good margaritas out on a Saturday night and Stupid Hoe come on in the club. Who's gassing these hoes? BP? Thanks. 1, 2, 3, do the Nicki Minaj blink. That's a hit. Anyway, Lydia is saying, Courtney, I can't wait for her new video. Me too, Lydia, because you know it's about to be a smash. Brandy is saying, The Boys and Definitely Freedom. Yes, Bow Wow did host or come on a little from time to time. Brandy, first of all, hi, Brandy. I forgot about The Boys. And how could I, right? Because one of my favorite music artists, I love Miss Cassie. But that also was a great music video. I put all these bitches on to them good lace fronts. I can't wait for the Freaky Girl music video, but I hope that it's one of those music videos that kind of is iconic, like Anaconda, like Super Bass, where you and I can just immediately like recall, okay, this was an iconic moment in her career, because Nicki has a lot. I see you with your green hearts. Hey, y'all. Ow. Okay. Rejoice is saying, can we all agree Monster is Nicki's song? Nah. I didn't want to get into it too much because that time has sort of passed, right? But there seems to be some sort of, I don't want to say beef because I don't even think she cares like that. I can't speak for her, but I would imagine, speculation, not confirmation, that Nicki do not even be caring that whatever's going on between her and Kanye, because there are bigger fish to fry. There are other things to worry about. What I'm referring to is, I think she went on stage and she said something about she was tired of the monster shit or something like that. Basically, she tired of performing that shit. And honestly, Monster is not a bad song at all. But I do think for me, as a big Nicki Minaj fan, it definitely is not as memorable as other work that Nicki Minaj has done. For example, y'all heard Transformer? I don't know why Transformer by Nicki Minaj and Future, I think it is, it never comes up in the conversation of like best Nicki songs. To answer your question, Rejoice, yes, Monster is Nicki's song because girl, who on the rest of that song? But Transformer, if y'all ain't never heard Transformer, Nicki Minaj and Future, whew, girl, that verse will knock you out. I'm just saying. Katie says, I die every time I see that clip of her in China. Open the Monster music video. Shout out to Black China. Well, shout out to Black China. And shout out to all of the Car Jenner children, wherever they may be. Bless them and shout out to them. But I can't wait for Super Freaky Girl to drop tonight. Make sure y'all purchase that. I've made my purchase. Make sure that you guys listen to Queen Radio the same way that you listen to me. I'll be listening to Queen Radio. And don't miss out. Because you know Nicki is just the gift that keeps on giving. Nah. I have a question. I know things may get a little rocky now, but I really stay with me. How many of y'all know them? How many of y'all know them? Because this is my show, Selling Sunset. I don't know. It's hilarious to me, you guys, because at my old job at Holly Scoop, I remember we had this producer and he had put like this Selling Sunset story on the script. And I remember at the time being like, I don't want Selling Sunset. Why are we talking about them? Why is the show so popular? And I don't even remember being interested when I did the story at work. And then I went home and I watched it. And I became obsessed. I'm screaming. Lizzie said, never seen these women before. Oh my God, let me put them back up. Y'all hilarious. Y'all, these are the women. Let me get y'all together. These are the women of Netflix's Selling Sunset. Yes, I just put my Netflix hat on. This is not a job. They don't pay me to do this. I'm just crazy. These are the women of Selling Sunset. And if you guys have never seen Selling Sunset, maybe you've seen a show called The Hills. And basically it is The Hills, but with real estate agents, and they're all gorgeous and dramatic and beautiful. And it is it's one of Netflix's most popular shows. If you haven't seen it and you do enjoy reality TV, I encourage you, because the episodes are short, y'all. You see me trying to sell it. The episodes are short. Give yourself 3 episodes. Literally me to all my friends selling a show. Give yourself 3 episodes to get entranced with these women. So Chriselle in the center, who's sitting, she's like, I'm a soap opera star. Very iconic, very legendary. She starts working at the Oppenheim Group. Some of the ladies are not feeling her, mainly Miss Christine Quinn, who's kind of a villain, but definitely an icon. You guys, let me just get into the story. Anyway. This is what's happening with Selling Sunset. So seasons 6 and 7 are coming, and basically Jason, who is one of the 2 big bosses of the show, kind of revealed that he doesn't know if our girl Heather is returning. And Heather is kind of like a popular character on Selling Sunset. I find her to be very bubbly and charming. Y'all are silly thinking that this is the Kardashians. Okay, sorry. I said, bitch, this the Kardashians. No, a couple gates over, y'all. A couple gates over. And then Jason also kind of discussed these new cast members that are coming onto the show. And I think that whenever new castmates come onto Selling Sunset, there becomes like an added layer of drama, of story. Like one of the women originally worked at the Oppenheim Group and was supposed to be on Selling Sunset from the beginning. And then she kind of got cold feet. And the other woman on our left, y'all, with the feathers, girl, that's Nick Cannon's 8th baby's mother. She is the baby's mother of Nick Cannon's 8th child. So, I mean, Selling Sunset definitely started being about the real estate. But if you are someone that enjoys mess like the Kardashians, then I think that you may enjoy it. I think I think I have a soft spot. I think I have a soft spot for Selling Sunset just because of me being involved with Netflix. I've met a lot of them. And I think that everyone that I've met from Selling Sunset has been like absolutely amazing. Chriselle Staus, lovely. Amanda, lovely. Who else? Jason and Brett, both lovely. I don't know if you've ever seen Selling Sunset and you've ever been like, how are they as people? I think that they're all very, very, very amazing. And there is actually a new series called Selling the OC coming out very, very, very soon. So we have Selling Sunset, which takes place across town from me. We have Selling Tampa, which is in Florida, and we love Selling Tampa, and we need a season 2 of Selling Tampa. Give our Black girls another season of that show. And now we have Selling the OC. Is it too much, y'all? Is it too much selling, especially for my people that don't watch Selling Anything? Are you already feeling overwhelmed? Because I have friends that like don't want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race because they're like, it's so many seasons, it's overwhelming. And then I have friends that don't want to watch Housewives, Real Housewives, because it's so many seasons, it's already so overwhelming. I'm never gonna catch up. But I'm into it. It's very much like if you like it, I love it, and I love Selling Anything. I think that it's done really well. I think as someone that's grown up with the Hills and met Lauren Conrad and seeing the same producers tell a different story that includes Black people, ooh, I'm living for it because Lauren Conrad didn't have no Black friends on the Hills that we saw. But on Selling Sunset, it definitely took us some time. But I think that we hit the jackpot with Selling Tampa, which is an all-Black cast, and then by also adding Miss Chelsea most recently to Selling Sunset, who, I mean, if you watch Selling Sunset and you love Chelsea as much as I do, I just want to go on ahead and let you know, oh, she's the real deal, babes. She's everything in person. She is a real-life walking chef's kiss, like fashions, energy, personality, lovely. Some of these Netflix girls, some of them aren't always the tea. Ooh. But the majority of them are. And when it comes to Selling Sunset, I definitely like those women a lot. Maybe one day I'll be rich enough to buy a home from them. Chriselle, I need that discount, girl. I'm trying to be your neighbor, girl. Period. One day. Okay. Gabby saying shows with more than 6 seasons isn't easy. No, I just don't have an attention span for that. Gabby, I can completely understand that. I understand how it can feel overwhelming, but for me, I try to give it a shot, and then before you know it, I've watched the finale, and then I move on to the next season because I'm obsessed. Brittany is saying this is giving me Housewives energy for Netflix. Oh, you know what? Brittany, that's not a bad comparison. Not a bad comparison at all. I definitely could see Selling being all over the country, just sort of like Housewives is. Different kind of format, though, but definitely the right idea. What you saying, Brandy? Brandy's saying, I live in Tampa. Lots of beautiful properties. Some celebs live there. We'll have one of their many houses there. Ooh. I've never been to Tampa before. But I love that Selling Sunset is kind of like telling the story of this like already established luxury real estate company, and then Selling Tampa is like our company is just entering the luxury real estate market. So they're all not the same. Let me just say that. And girl, based off of this Selling the OC trailer, girl, this one is going to be the one that's about the drama. I think it's something about like a cheating husband in there. It's real dramatic. Regular Selling Sunset is like, you talked about me. This is looking like you stole my man. You done slept with my husband, girl. That's why I'm in it to win it with the Selling girls. Shout out to Netflix, and make sure that y'all watch The Circle season 2 on Netflix. Before we move on, you guys, and this is for my reality TV girls. Before we get back into our real celebrities, one of my favorite things that I've been doing in terms of reality TV has been my podcast with one of my besties, Savannah from The Circle, and it is called Homecoming Queens. And it has been a lot of fun. If you know me, you know that I love celebrities and like interviewing people and getting to know people. And our podcast, Homecoming Queens, which has a YouTube channel, go on ahead and type Homecoming Queens podcast into the search bar after this is done. It has been like the ride of my life. And this podcast is also the reason why we are here today, because we are actually on a break for the next couple of weeks. And I was like, well, you know what? I got a little extra time. It's time to hit the green chair. Anyway, you guys, make sure you check out my podcast with Savannah. We've had Mary and Davina from Selling Sunset. We've had Harry Jowsey from Too Hot to Handle. We've had Lauren Ashley Beck, my good Judy from Survivor. I mean, we've had Mitch from The Circle. We've had a lot of really excellent guests. So I just wanted to share that with you guys that may not have been in the know about it. If you're ever looking for me and you're like, where is Courtney? It's because me and Savannah are slaving away trying to convince everyone in the reality TV universe to come on our podcast so that they can spill the tea. You know, me and Savannah kind of got a really awkward rap coming off of the show, our show, The Circle. And we wanted to sort of give a platform to those people that got a bad rap and want to clear their names. So Homecoming Queens is here for you. Hope you guys enjoy it when you listen to it, and you can watch it as well. It was a lot of fun. And we'll be back very soon. Like I said, in just a few weeks. And yeah, that's been like a lot of fun. I just wanted to share. Amanda's saying, ooh, love this picture. 901 Erica is saying, oh, selling the OC is going to be interesting. I know, right? Hey, 901 Erica, by the way. I know, right? It looks really good. Jessica is saying, you two are so fun together. Listen, you guys know I love our personal time together. I love it because I always feel like it's very personal. But when I work with Savannah, you know, you guys, a lot of y'all have seen the show. It's just very natural from the moment we met. Like, it was like, oh my God, you know, we're just like two little teenage girls like kikiing and interviewing reality stars. And she's a great interviewer. I'm blessed to sit by her, and our production company has been making it happen. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. The link to Homecoming Queens is actually in the description of this video. So that's where it is. Kayla is saying, Madison meetup soon, please. Now, if y'all are watching for the first time, Madison Hill is my good Judy. She's literally, I truly would not be sitting here without y'all. And some of y'all truly know that extent. This is what we'll do. Maybe we can get Madison in for an episode of Speculation Not Confirmation. Because I shoot those videos. For those of y'all that don't know, this is the live show, but I have Speculation Not Confirmation, which is my standalone YouTube series where I just talk about celebrities for about 10 minutes, get in, get out, and sort of call it a day. And I'm thinking maybe me and Madison can meet up at the studio, have a glass of champagne, have a little kiki catch up, and then do that for you guys. But like 901 Erica just said, Madison is with me a lot. If you follow me on Instagram, y'all, if y'all really want to know where I'm at, like for real, you can just follow me on Instagram. Like 901 Erica said, Madison is always on my Instagram story. We hang out. We go on pasta dates with our girl Lauren Ashley Beck. We go to events together. I was just with Madison last week. But Kayla Cakes, I know that the girls want it. Maybe we can, I see you, Gabby. Maybe we can get Madison into the studio because me and Madison live far from each other, and the studio could be like the middle point. So if you guys want that, all you gotta do is give this video a thumbs up so that I know you watched, and thumb it up, and then I can show Madison, okay, girl, the girlies said they want us back in action. And I'll send her a text, and we can do that for you for sure. Okay, now we are getting, ooh, is that what she said? She said in a recent comment, we will see what is to come. Well, girl, I'm going to tell y'all right now what's to come. We're going to get Madison ass right up in the chair next to my ass. And with that pink light, girl, that new studio setup is cute, right? We won't get into it. The ADHD is kicking in. All right, let's move on, y'all. We have to talk about this. And I put this on my Instagram story because I really don't think that y'all think that I would talk about this. Sheesh. Have y'all seen Jeanette McCurdy's book title, contents of what she's talking about, etc., etc.? Have y'all seen what's been going on with Jeanette McCurdy? And if you don't know who Jeanette McCurdy is she played Sam on iCarly, also Sam on Sam and Cat. Hold on to your hair if you have not seen the title. It's not a warning, but I just want to, for some it will be jarring. This is Jeanette McCurdy's book. It was just released, and it is titled, I'm Glad My Mom Died. Nah. Before y'all get up in arms, I already know y'all. Okay. I just want to say that I purchased this book. I'm going to listen to it probably sometime over the weekend. But basically, this book is chronicling her life starting as a background actor through her exploding onto the mainstream with her doing her thing on iCarly, and basically how she retired from acting after her mom's passing. And I just want to give y'all a little bit of information about the book, because before we get into the book, I see you, Tamara, because I can't let that go by. Tamara saying, "Hey, Courtney, guess what? Guess finally I get married on November 26th this year. So much has happened. I get to marry my best friend." Tamara, thank the Lord, because I've been thinking about you, girl. I didn't know if I had missed your wedding or anything, but I had been thinking. I was like, did Tamara get married? Y'all know I'm wild, and I remember stuff like that. And I'm so glad that you let us know. We are excited for you, Tamara. Everyone show Tamara some love in the chat. And while you do that, I'm going to read off some of the info about Jeanette McCurdy in this book. Congratulations, Tamara. We are so excited for you. I know that's right. Okay. So basically, by the time Jeanette was 6, her mother decided she was going to become an actor, even though her mom had never been. And then when Jeanette decided to audition to find an agent, she was told that she'd be better as a background actor, and she was terrified to tell her mother the news. I mean, this stuff goes into like how Jeanette bombed an audition for a Paula Abdul dance video, and then her mom enrolled her in 14 dance classes a week and told her that she must book at least 2 background jobs a month in order to record it, which is wild. And even down to like little things about like Miranda Cosgrove. She noted that Miranda had like this level of independence that she could only dream of because her mom was so smothering and controlling of her image, her lifestyle, and her career. Her mom actually warned Jeanette to not get too close to Miranda because she didn't believe in God. And basically Jeanette had to kind of like lie and downplay like her friendship with Miranda to her mother. It's wild. And then just like career stuff, like on the Sam and Cat set, like Jeanette kind of became known as a good sport because a lot of accommodations had to be made to fit into Ariana Grande's schedule. Now, if you guys don't know, Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy had this sort of spinoff, like a double spinoff show called Sam and Cat, and it only lasted for 1 season. I liked it a lot, actually. But I now finally get why the show was actually canceled. So Ariana Grande was off doing her music thing. She was, hanging out playing charades with Tom Hanks, doing the most, living her best life. Meanwhile, Jeanette McCurdy had to turn down 2 feature film roles. She was denied being able to direct an episode of Sam and Cat, which was kind of like one of the reasons why she signed on to do the project anyway. And then after those things, Ariana was able to kind of like miss a whole week of filming after Jeanette had been told that she had to lose money for it. So it didn't really sound like things were fair on the set. And I don't want people to drag her for telling her experience. You know what I mean? I could never title a book that. But that's only because my relationship with my mom is just not the way my relationship with my mom is not the same as Jeanette's relationship with her mom. Like, my mom wasn't washing me up in the shower until I was 14, 15, 16. She wasn't restricting my diet and making me chug sugar-free Red Bulls before I go into an audition. My mom has always treated me with love, kindness, and respect. And I'm not so sure those things were really happening in her relationship with her mother. It's very sad to hear. It's so unfortunate. Shabria is saying, I'm sorry, but Jeanette's trauma is real and no child should have to endure that. And I agree, Shabria. And I almost kind of like contemplated not talking about this book on this stream, but I just feel like life is happening, y'all. Like, on them days where we just floating by through life, somebody could really be going through it. And I remember being in my bedroom in Pennsylvania, however old I was, however many years ago, being like, damn, Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande got the bag. They both on these 2 TV shows, and Sam and Cat is actually good, and they're living the dream. Meanwhile, Jeanette McCurdy ass ain't eating. She going through it with her mom, and I'm sure Ariana Grande had her own struggles as well. And it just goes to show you, and I'm sure your people in your life have told you this as well, y'all. You never really know what goes on inside someone else's home or like behind closed doors. But I'm glad that Jeanette McCurdy was able to turn her pain into profit. Because if you guys didn't know, once Sam and Cat ended, Nickelodeon kind of offered her $300,000 in hush money. Well, let's not call it hush money. They told her, we're going to give you $300,000 if you do not speak of your experiences working here at Nickelodeon. And Jeanette McCurdy turned that money down. I know that's right. And said, girl, let me get in the stew. Let me sit down with the laptop. And really tell the people my side of the story. And I agree, Shabria. Shabria is saying the title is Her Truth. Brittany is saying her voice deserves to be brought to light. I will be purchasing this book. I'm glad that I did. Lydia is saying, Courtney, guess what? I'm 37 weeks pregnant and having a baby girl. Her name will be Iris. Congrats, Lydia! Woo! Shout out to you, Iris, and I hope that you arrive safely. We all cannot wait to meet you. Be safe. Amanda's saying, I'm so sad for her. Honestly, poor child. I agree. I couldn't imagine, because I'll speak for myself. Like, not everybody could do this. Like, live or taped, getting in front of a camera just like causes anxiety for a lot of people. But I could never imagine not wanting to act, not wanting to be on camera, not even giving a crap about any of this at all, and being forced to be going to these auditions, being forced to be your best in a field that you don't want to even be in. It's a lot. I couldn't imagine being her, but I'm glad that, like I said, she's turned her pain into profit. And let me tell you, this ain't gonna be the last time we hear about Jeanette McCurdy in terms of a career. Not saying she's gonna be an actress again, but like Jessica is saying, I think she's very brave to talk about her experiences, because a lot of people go through things, these traumatic events, and they feel alone. And I'm sure that although some of us are jarred by the title of her book, there are those people out there that definitely relate. They definitely relate to that. Antonia saying, trauma overload. I'm sorry this happened to her. Me too. Me too. What you saying, Gabby? Get me together. Gabby said, Jeanette is still in the industry, just not acting. She has a podcast, and she directs short films, I believe. You are absolutely correct. Jeanette is working. I think the article I was reading last night was saying that she had did like a Netflix movie or a series or something, and she thought it was like being produced by Netflix, but it was actually distributed by Netflix, and she was really embarrassed about that. And that was kind of the thing that made her feel like, well, girl, let me give this up. It's unfortunate, but I think that, like we've all said, I think Jeanette McCurdy is very brave to speak about these things, just because a lot of people would have been embarrassed. I think I would have been even. There are just some things that I'm just not comfortable talking about, and I don't know if my family trauma is one that I would not only want to talk about, but then like publicize. Hats off to you, Gara. Now, I have a question. All right, get your fingers ready. Do you know, planes flying by, do you know 3LW? Do you know 3LW? If you know 3LW, write in the chat, yes, 3LW. Hashtag yes, 3LW, or hashtag no, 3LW. I'm going to give you our second to think back in your mind. Do I know 3LW? Do I know 3LW? Who's 3LW? Y'all think about that for a second, and then we're going to get into some things. Do you know 3LW? Hashtag yes, 3LW. No, 3LW. Let me know. Let me know. As you guys, I feel like a teacher. As you guys are thinking about your response, I'm going to show you someone that does not know 3LW. Bitch. I'm a clown. Taylor Swift. Girl, when I tell y'all Taylor Swift ain't never heard of no goddamn 3LW in her life. Y'all better stop playing with my sister and just assuming that she's supposed to just know 3LW. Do you know my sister grew up on the Christmas tree farm? She ain't never heard of no Players Gonna Play. Okay, y'all, I'm being silly. Let's get into the story, y'all. Taylor Swift, y'all. Taylor Swift is defending herself against claims that she plagiarized the lyrics to her iconic, me adding iconic into the script, her iconic 2014 hit Shake It Off from girl group 3LW's 2000 single Players Gone Play. Now, 3LW was a popular girl group back in the 2000s that was comprised of our girlies, Adrienne Bailon, a host of The Real, shout out to The Real, Notori Naughton, who is on Power / Queens, which was canceled. Oh my God, the last time we were together, Queens was still on the air. Jesus. Oh my God, we love Queens, RIP. And Kaylee Williams, from the BET show, I forgot, called The Blueprint. It came with the group called The Blueprint, I think at the end. It was like the ex R&B stars together. Anyway, she's a cheetah girl. Let me just be clear. This is not the three ladies suing Taylor Swift, right? The writers of the song Players Gone Play, Sean Hall and Nathan Butler, filed a lawsuit against Taylor in 2017 and basically alleged that her lyrics, and the lyrics are, "Cause the players gonna play, 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 and the haters gonna hate, 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 hate," were stolen from 3LW's Players Gone Play. And those lyrics are, "Players, they gon' play, and haters, they gonna hate." Y'all, let me finish. Basically, after some back and forth in the court system, the judge kind of claimed that both songs had enough objective similarities for the case to continue. And basically, this is what Taylor responded. Until learning about the plaintiff's claim in 2017, I had never heard the song Players Gonna Play and had never heard of that song or the group 3LW. She said she'd never encountered the song on the radio, on television, or in any film. And I just want to say that this is not out of the realm of possibility, because there were people that were responding to Taylor calling her racist because she said she ain't never heard of 3LW. Some of y'all in the chat ain't never even heard of 3LW. So why y'all mad at Taylor? Granted, love Players Gone. First of all, love 3LW. Players, they gonna play. And haters, they gonna hate. Let's go, ballers, they gonna ball. Shot colors, they gonna call. That's a hit. But Shake It Off, when I heard Shake It Off, 3LW was the furthest asteroid in my orbit, girl. It was the farthest ingredient from my recipe book, period. And so I don't think that Taylor's racist. I think it's completely believable that she's never heard of 3LW. I knew someone, and I won't even get too specific. I knew someone that didn't even know Notori Dog was in 3LW. Like 3LW, although iconic to some, definitely a lost memory to a lot. And that does not erase the legacy of Adrian, Notori, or Keely. But I mean, y'all not gonna get none of my girls good coin. Oh, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all are not going to do that at all. And no shade. Why would Taylor Swift need to copy 3LW when she write all her damn music? Now run and tell that. Period. What you saying, Katie? Katie said, "Girl, I'm dead, but I could believe it. Just because I've heard of 3LW doesn't mean everyone has." Exactly. And I also want to say that I thought this was a different chair. I also just want to say that players gonna play and haters gonna hate. That was a very popular phrase back in the 2000s, like mid 2000s. It reminds me of like the lawsuit that Lizzo went through with Truth Hurts with the I just took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% that bitch. And there were like writers that came out and said, well, she stole that from us. I wanted to be like, bitch, if I open up my photo bucket account from like 2004, I got graphics that say that on that. So how the hell could you invent that several years later and come from my good sis Lizzo? And we won't even get into Kathy Griffin. We won't even get into Kathy Hilton and Lizzo and her calling her precious on Watch What Happens Live last night because anyway, Angelina said, there are only so many turns of phrases in the English language. I agree. Brittany is saying further than Pluto. Like, come on. I agree. They don't sound alike at all. For me, it sounds like a cash grab. To my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, the ladies or some of the ladies or the 3LW Twitter account came out and said, like, girl, it ain't us trying to sue Taylor. It's the writers. So, I mean, Taylor will win, I'm sure. Not a cash grab. Okay, y'all. Let's get into something else that's actually in the title of the video, right? Let's talk about another one of our girls because she's here or she's coming tonight. Y'all know her? Uh-oh. 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 Because Megan Thee Stallion, she done said, is she back? And I'm black. Period. Megan Thee Stallion is back, and she took to Twitter to let us all know that she is dropping a new album. Actually, Friday, I believe it is. This is the cover of her new album, Traumazine. I feel bad for her because the album cover did leak recently, and she seemed to be a little bit bothered by that. And I mean, of course, but I mean, I think that she looks beautiful. I think that it's a very natural look for her. Hang on, let me see. Hold on, y'all. We got the track list, y'all. She done announced this album. Let me see what she cooking with. Okay, let's see who she got on here. Let's get rid of this banner, girl. Okay. She's got Key Glock on there. She's got Lotto. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all. She's got Lotto. We're gonna listen to that one right away. She's got Rico Nasty. Yeah, we're gonna listen to that one as well. Janae Aiko. I know that's right. Okay, so she's got some of the girlies on this album. Are we interested? Are we excited? Do we like Megan Thee Stallion? I think Megan Thee Stallion's all right. Kayla Cakes is letting us know that we still hate Tory Lanez, and damn right. Well, I saw this clip, y'all, at the Breakfast Club last night while I was trying to get the show together and I was on my little breaky break. And it was the Breakfast Club, and they was trying to, the cameraman was trying to run up on Tory Lanez's ball spot. Ain't that a mess? Ain't that a mess? Show is. Angelina is saying, I hope she got the rest she needed. Honestly, same. Now we know that Megan Thee Stallion is sort of like wrapped up in this weird deal with Carl so-and-so from 1501 Entertainment, where I guess she has to put out a certain number of albums before she can go ahead and do her thing under a different label or something like that. And so it seems as though that's why this is just kind of like being put out of nowhere. Not mad about it at all. I am excited for her to kind of get out of this record deal the same way that I would want any artist that signs a bad deal to get out of it. But go off. She dropped like a sort of like a teaser. Like a teaser, kind of like she's at a funeral. She's like letting the hoes know she about to throw you in the grave. Like she's doing the damn thing. And I do support her. I am excited for the music. I will be honest. Sidebar. I don't know if we've spoken since then, but I tell y'all that I went to Coachella. I know some of y'all don't be on Instagram, but I think the last time we were together, I was talking about how I would never go to Coachella and I'm not going, and girl, it's expensive and whatever I said. And then I got a brand deal and I went to Coachella. And I saw Megan there. And although specifically that song Plan B is not my favorite song by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, I am confident that there will be music on this project that I will drop down into a squat and shake a left and a right cheek. You know, hey, what you saying, Lizzie? Lizzie's saying even if she references the incident and the trauma from it, she has to, right? It's the name of the album. Tori will obviously mouth off. I'm sure that Tori will obviously mouth off. Absolutely. For me, I just think that Tori has said so much, and Megan has said so much. I think Megan is doing what I just wanted her to do from the beginning, which was to just put it in the music. Eat his ass up on some bars. You get what I'm saying? I'm interested. And let's hope the music is good. I think it will be. All right, y'all. I have to ask y'all something. And I know y'all don't know the answer. So it's okay. It's a little bit hypothetical. Feel free to give me your own speculations in the chat, if you will. All right, y'all, here we go. Y'all. Y'all, what's going on with our auntie Wendy Williams? She shared a video this past Wednesday advertising her podcast, which is called The Wendy Experience, and it's posted on the show's official account. The video itself left me a little confused. In the video, she says, "Co-host, I'm famous and I'll be back. Trust me." And then she also captioned it, "Trust me, I will be back." Now, her manager, William Selby, says she's eager to come back, probably too eager. And if you guys don't know, I mean, Wendy is dealing with like the loss of her show, her husband having a baby on her. Her mom passed away. Like so much has been going on. What her manager is saying is that I find a lot of people are trying to say that Wendy isn't well, but she's a 58-year-old woman that's going through a lot at one time. So Wendy's not going to have her best moments. There's going to be times where she's going to be physically going through something and she's going to be strong or push through. But the reality is that she's one human dealing with a lot at one time. But he does say that mentally, Wendy is just fine. I don't know. He did say that, starting next Monday, she's going to start eating healthy because he got her ass a chef. But I don't know. I saw this video. That's this photo you're seeing on the right. This video where she's kind of like walking outside of what I presume to be her home. And, this is typical Wendy attire. She's got her little coochie cutters on, her little t-shirt, her little bag. But there was just something about the video, and I can't play the video, obviously, or else I would. But there's something about the video that just, as a fan, it just kind of like made me a little sad because we never want to see some of our heroes, idols, people that we look up to not at their best, And I'm not sure from the outside looking in that Wendy is at her best. And I want her to be, I want Wendy to be the best damn Wendy that we could get. I want that goddamn purple chair spinning and swinging. I want to see her scoot out. And you know what? Here's the thing. Even if we never get a Wendy show experience through the podcast, when she's well enough, do the podcast if that's how you feel. I just don't want her to rush into anything that could explode and then create like a bigger scandal than we've all kind of been through with Wendy these past couple of years. I don't know. I'm worried about her. Leah's saying, I think Wendy needs help. 901 Erica is saying she doesn't look well at all. Antonia, I'm worried about Wendy. Katie, I hope she's okay. I mean, Antonia saying the divorce, the loss of her show, and other family matters are a lot to deal with back to back. I wish her well and a turn comeback. Same. Speaking for myself, sometimes you really just need the break. Now, I'm not saying Wendy go ahead and take no 7-month break like me. But sometimes you have to take a step back to sort of fall in love with the craft again. And I think that it can be helpful. And that's just me speaking from experience. Like if I do this show in a way that's not healthy for me mentally, then you don't get the best version of me. So for me, I'd rather disappear into the wind and come back and really give y'all the full green chit, the full green chit chats experience, you know? So let's send Wendy our positive vibes. Let's keep, you know, if you're following her on Instagram, the Wendy Experience podcast, you know, keep sending her likes, send her nice things, send her positivity, green hearts, crystal balls, all that. And let's hope we get good content from her and hope that she's well overall. That's what I want. Anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to skedaddly do and get out of here. I have a lot I have to do today, girl. I got to get a haircut. I got to get the monkeypox vaccine. Savannah want me to learn how to roller skate today. It's a lot going on today, you guys. And I still want to try to go to the gym. It's leg day, y'all. But I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys so much. If you're watching this and you had fun, please give this video a thumbs up. Please follow me on all of my social media. On TikTok, I've got TikTok. I know I dragged TikTok for a year. It's Court Revolution. All of my social media is down there, you guys. But before I go, I just want to say thank you times a million for showing up today. I know that there will be lots of you watching after. Hi. I love you just the same, but thank you guys for being my friends and showing up for me, because that's really important to me. And it's the reason why I come back. So if you guys show up for me, I will show up for you, and I can confidently say that I will see you next week. Probably not Thursday. We won't give a day. Keep an eye on the community tab on my YouTube page. Stay subscribed. Keep your notifications on. And don't you forget, hang on, that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. And I will see you next time. Stay safe. Love each other. Stay healthy and wash your hands.